everybody, J.M. Manion here at the MPC Photo Gym, and back yet again to do another Road to the Olympia is...
Lauralie Chapados. JM, this is like my 6th time.
So I said again.
This is crazy. I was like, is it again with me or again in general? Because you've been
It's again with you.
Hi, everyone. I'm here. I know people have been asking for this interview, so yeah.
Listen, last year you and Janet were like the first ones to film here when we moved out here, remember?
Yes, I remember. I remember that day. A lot of things have changed.
Yeah, there was nothing on the walls. Remember, I don't even think we had the mirrors yet, right?
No.
Right.
No mirrors. The only thing that was there was this, actually. Yeah. No, a lot of things have changed, but I'm glad to be back. Thank you for having me.
All right. So, Lauralie, the Bikini Olympia has the most Olympia champions in it. Okay. What are you doing differently from all these other years so that you can be this year's Bikini Olympia champion?
So I love that's your opening statement. I'm Miss International, right? I have had the Olympia in my mind since the last time I stepped on stage, which is the Arnold. I work so hard at being better, and I am better. I'm confident, more calm. I'm focused. I'm in my zone. I've worked towards what Tyler says. Shout out to Tyler with this amazing video. So for me, the Olympia this year is just a confirmation of the redemption that I had from my last Olympia. So I'm just there to be Miss International and then Miss Olympia and just confirming that on my resume. Yeah.
Well, it does always start with the mind first. I will say that.
1,000%. 1,000%. I love that you point that out because it's all in the mind. And my God, it's funny because after the Arnold, I obviously, stopped competing and I just went into my off season and started getting ready for the Olympia. And for me to get ready for the Olympia is to take kind of a break, right? So I take a break. I make sure that I get the food that I want to eat, enjoy my life, still training, getting everything back into the best state possible. So when we are going into season, I can just tackle that thing 110%. And it's so funny to see how people have this misconception that I just won't make it. Like, I think until the last 4 weeks, there's some people that were saying that I don't think she's going to be ready. I don't think she's going to make it. And, people still doubt.
Based off your social media posts?
It's based off my social media posts, just because I don't run away from social media. Like, I still am very open with all seasons of my life because I'm a competitor. I love competing 100%, but I also am Lauralie, and like as a whole, I've worked on bettering myself, and that off season was so important for me because I only had 4 months. It's not a whole year. Like, the Olympia was pretty close to the Arnold this year, and like the Olympia was close to the Arnold, right? Because of the date change and everything. So that was crucial time for me to take that break. And when I take that break, I'm not coming off on social media. I'm not posting Throwback Thursday. I'm very open with everything, and I want to showcase that into the sport, how important it is to actually have a life. So
you're happy that it's in Florida, right?
Oh my God, yes. I don't think I've had the home advantage since I'm an amateur. So it does feel good to just be like, okay, we're just going to drive up there on Monday morning. Super easy. I'm very excited to be in Florida this year. Definitely not going.
So that year of 2020 when it went there, and that's the year Janet won, and I'd asked her, what did she do differently? And her words back to me were, as soon as they moved the Olympia to Orlando, I considered that was my backyard, that this was going to be my contest. And that's the year she won it.
I mean, Janet is my girl, Shout out to Janet. So, yeah, that's how I feel. I've been in Florida for the last 2.5 years now, and it does feel like my home. So I'm I'm very, I'm here today because I wouldn't miss that in the world, but I'm going back home after that, and I'm staying in my little bubble, my little cocoon that I've formed for the last, 19 weeks. And I'm going to carry that all the way to Orlando and basically just roll into the show like it's from my home to the stage. So
How long will it take you to drive?
3 hours and 30 minutes if I don't get lost and I'm actually able to read the GPS, which finger crossed that's going to happen. The last time it's funny because I have driven to the Tampa Pro and actually went all the way up to Orlando before turning to the west. So listen, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Orlando is supposed to be very easy. It's supposed to be right up there. There's actually the Bright Line train too. Have you heard of the train?
Other competitors have told me about it.
So yeah, but I'm not taking the train. I'm going to take.
Because this way, if you drive, you can bring whatever you need. You have it, and if you need to get something while you're there, you can use that.
Exactly. No, and Orlando is so convenient because you can actually drive your car, and there's no crazy traffic or whatever. So, no, I'm very excited for Orlando. Yeah.
As it is basically in your backyard.
Basically, 3 hours away. It's an easy drive for me.
Florida is the backyard.
Correct. Yes, 100%. Because Florida is pretty big. Yeah, I was, there's the Hurricane Pro this weekend. I was like, maybe I could drive. I'm like, oh my God, actually, no. But, yeah, so it's easy. Home, just the home-based stuff.
Well, you're always a fan favorite, and they're always asking, what does Lauralie need to do to win, And I know that you can't answer that because that's in the hands of the judges.
Correct. There's a lot of things that we can control the day of the show, but there's a lot of things that I can control. And I can tell you one thing, you guys, if Lauralie doesn't get into her own mind and becomes her worst enemy the week of the show, she's going to be fine. She's going to be fine. And I've had amazing people around me for a very long time in my career. And, we've solidified, what I would call a friendship, you and I. And I'm very grateful because I need those little pep talks and those mental check. Hey, you're good? Yeah, I'm good, and really believing it. But listen, JM, I'm, like I told you when we were on the other side in private, I think I've just started to scratch my little potential. I'm on to so much better things now, and I'm so much better and so much more calm, and everything is settled. And it took a couple years ups and down, and don't get me wrong, success is never a straight line, and whomever is trying to make you believe that is wrong. But I've never given up, and I'm just trying to be better, get the judges' feedback all the time, be professional. Please be professional, get your judges' feedback, and execute. That's all we can do, and that's all I've been doing for the last 19 weeks. So, and counting, So, I'm excited.
So no more bridesmaids.
If you know, you know. Listen, we said that last year, and...
But people don't realize you got sick last year.
Yes.
But they don't realize because you didn't make it an excuse.
I don't, there's a lot of things that I don't put out there. Like, I'm trying to be... super open and transparent, obviously, but there's things that anything that could be taken as an excuse, there's no excuse. Like, life does happen. Like, we're athletes, and it's part of the game. It's part of the game. You can just control what you can control, and I still am very proud. I remember, when I got fifth, like, it kind of went silent, and everybody kind of started pitying me and kind of feeling bad for me, and I was like, honestly, that's the best thing that could happen to me. I'm fifth in the world. Like, I am fifth in the world, and I have judges' feedback that can tell me, like, I can be better. Watch me work. Watch me take that at heart and show you who Lauralie really is. Lauralie is not 100% winner all the time. She struggles. She goes through hardship, and she has the challenges, but she's always going to freaking show up. And I think I was even more excited after after the Olympia, and then 10 weeks after that.
I swear, in all the years I've known you, you've had more challenges thrown in front of you before the Olympia than anybody I know.
It's funny because that you say that, my brothers were like, so listen, this prep has been pretty good. We're kind of worried because, you've been doing so good with all these challenges. Like, are you do we need to do something? I'm like, listen, if that can be peaceful and fun and exciting prep all the way through, like I'm in. Like if that could,
guys, don't jinx me, right?
Exactly. No, but it's funny that you say that because my brother did point that out. So no, it's been a challenging journey, but I think it built my character so much, and I'm here, and the confidence that I have now, it's beyond measure because I went through those things and I actually pushed through, and I'd never given up. You know,
Right.
it's not.
And there's things that the general public doesn't even know about. You know.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of things that people don't know about, but it's never going to be put out there because people need to know that I still show up, and the message that I want for every woman, but also guys out there, that if I can do it, you can do it. That's all that needs.
So one thing I will say is that you've never made an excuse for where you placed in the Olympia. You've never said, "Oh, well, I had this or that." You've never done that.
I mean, how could I? How could I when there's a panel of judges, experienced judges, that has been doing that for way longer than I even was born. Some of them, sorry, everyone.
You had to go there. That includes the guy interviewing you.
And, what can I say? I think they're doing such an amazing job at bringing the bikini exactly where it should be and keeping it aligned with the vision. And all I can do is go back up there and be the vision, be what they want the bikini to be. So, no, I'm trying.
Following the criteria.
Exactly. And we have no excuse now because it's up there on the social media. And once it's up there on the social media, thank you to Tyler again, video. I'm just excited to see how everyone is going to perceive that and make it happen.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I look forward to this every year. So do you have any new suits or anything, or what are you doing with that?
Jan, there's a lot of things that, aren't broken, so I'm not fixing it. So I'm showing up with this.
So no greens?
No greens. No.
That's a joke between us.
No green. Nothing that comes close to a Starbucks straw or a burnt asparagus. Nothing that comes close to this. No, it's going to stay away from me. No, same suit, same makeup, same jewelry. I almost changed my shoes, but I don't know. Same thing, just a different core and mindset and body as a whole. Yeah.
Well, you seem awfully calm right now, which is good.
I mean,
I've seen you spazzing out before.
Yeah, I mean, it's the biggest show of the world. You understand? There's a lot at stake, and I take it extremely seriously. But there's so many things that I've understood. And again, shout out to my amazing coach and my amazing boyfriend / trainer, who has been helping me quite a bit with understanding that the sport should be fun. And I used to be so angry because I was like, what do you mean fun? You think I'm not eating ravioli every night for fun? This is a lot of sacrifices. But I understand what they're saying. I'm happy, I'm thriving. This is what I love. I love doing this. I love to see the bikini category. Overall, as a spectator or the competitor, there's so many things that I still want to accomplish as a competitor. But even on the other side, I went to the Temper and I was watching it, and I was just so mind blown with the judging, how they were making the call outs, and it's so beautiful. I'm just so passionate about it, and I'm clearer and just more calm and settled. And I know my place now. I know how much I've worked to earn that spot. And yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of storylines in the bikini division, like I said, about having the 4 champions, but you're part of that storyline too.
Thank you. I mean, it's interesting because, like you said, it's the most Olympians.
Yeah, Olympia champions in any division.
Correct. So,
I mean, men's physique has 3, bikini has 4.
Yes, and if Janet was to show up and Angelica postpartum, I'm just saying, girls, if you want to come back. But that would be, 6. Can I count?
Yes.
Yes, 6. Okay.
Yes.
So we still can count. It would be 6. And I don't know what made it that I'm still you can hear my name and I'm still there is very precious for me. I don't take that for granted at all. I do not take that for granted. So I work always to be a better version of myself. And it's as corny as it sounds, I'm on my me right now. I'm like Alicia Keys would say, I'm on my me. I'm in my zone. Like there's nothing else but me earning that spot this year. So yeah, it's different. It's different this time around.
All right. So who else do you want to give a shout out to while we're here?
Oh my God. I mean, so many people, but I just watched your Derek Lunsford interview, and Derek, shout out to you because you've done such a great job, but I'm trying not to like have us here for 20 minutes, but shout out to everyone who knows that are in my circle. My circle is very, very tiny, but extremely precious. There's companies that I've worked with for a while that supports me in the sport, out of the sport, the before, the after, the Lauralie as a whole. I have an amazing family called the IFBB Pro League, the NPC, for almost a decade now, which is crazy to say. I have chills. I'm getting emotional to talk about it because I get to be supported, and you guys have seen me grown like as a woman, literally. So from 17 to like 27 now. Through the ups and downs and everything else. So I'm very grateful. You know, we had traveling together, the opportunity that I have to do what I love every single day. Like I can.
We got to do photo shoots around the world.
Yes, I mean, it's unreal when you start thinking about it, like what we've got to see and do. And like, I was thinking about us, like in the airplane, the small airplane going to Boracay. I'm like, how, this is unreal. This is like in the van and stuff. I'm like, this is unreal. And you guys, that's the sport have given me life, literally life. So shout out to this family, and obviously shout out to my family. My parents are coming down this year again. My brother is going to be there, Aldo, my boyfriend, and obviously shout out to Kim Odo, which another big chunk on my, and I forgot to mention his name at the Arnold. My Arnold speech that was like literally 15 minutes. I forgot to say Kim, and you know how he is. He's like, I didn't even like. Don't. I'm like, no. He deserves his moments of glory. This man is always behind the curtains, I feel like, but he plays a huge role into.
Listen, of all the coaches out there, he's the OG. He is the OG.
The OG, the most Olympia titles in the women division. I do believe it. Right? Am I wrong for saying that?
I think he's coached the most bikini Olympians too.
Yes. Yeah. So shout out to Kimbo, and shout out to you guys, everyone who watches the NBC News Online, everyone who competes, everyone who supports the sport, everyone who's going to be there in Orlando, November 4th. Actually, sorry, November 2nd. So November 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, we're going on stage. Whomever shows up in Orlando, shout out to you guys for supporting the sport. Whomever gets the pay-per-view, shout out to you guys too, because all of this beautiful thing wouldn't be possible without you guys. So, thank you, Jam, for having me.
Yeah. So before we close out, I'm just going to pivot a little bit, speaking of Florida. Ooh. So January, we have the NPC National Women's Workshop.
Yes.
Happening in Orlando.
Mm-hmm. Again,
I'm assuming you're going to be part of that again.
I will drive up there. You better bet. Yes, I will be there. Yep.
Yeah, so look under NPC Women's Workshop. It's on social media. It's going to be in Orlando towards the end of January. Mm-hmm. It's great information, and it's not just for women. It's for everybody.
I highly recommend actually like men coaches that do train women to go there. It's going to be the 3rd edition this year. It's already sold out, so there's going to be free live stream. But I think they're also taking more like wait list. Yes. So be on the wait list. It's not something you want to miss. It's just great information. And this year we're kind of expanding also on a lot of like the health, the mental, the social media, all the aspect of the sport. And it's going to be exciting. In January in Orlando, who doesn't want to be there? I mean, and to start the year off right. So I will definitely be there. You too.
Yes, we'll be there.
It's going to be a good time. So a lot of great things to come for this year and then the next year.
Yeah. All right. So J.M. Manion.
Lauralie Chapados.
Signing out for NPCNewsOnline.com. We look forward to seeing you in Orlando at the Olympia.